The ocean is endless, but beneath its silence, chaos unfolds. Beneath the surface, a great white shark glides. The ruler of the deep, or so it believes. But in the shadows, something deadlier waits. Tonight, the ocean's true ruler claims its throne. The hunt begins. Welcome to the domain of the ocean's supreme hunter, the orca, and its fellow feared giants. Predators survive on brute strength, speed, or stealth. But orcas bring something deadlier: intelligence. They don't just chase. They plan. They don't just react. They execute. With one of the most advanced brains in the ocean, they hunt with precision. Every move calculated. Every strike perfected over generations. Speed? They can outpace most prey. And when it's time to attack, nothing escapes. But how do they turn strategy into domination? The answer is what makes them truly unstoppable. For most marine creatures, crossing paths with a great white shark means only one thing: certainty. A shadow in the water. A silent approach. The great white is relentless, ruthless. A predator that has ruled these waters for millions of years. But even the king has a weakness. For the orca, this is not danger. It is opportunity. The great white is built for speed, power, and destruction. But all of that means nothing if it loses control. One fatal flaw: the moment it is flipped onto its back, it becomes powerless, its range shattered in an instant. And the orca knows exactly how to exploit it. The ocean is vast. There is no place to hide. A calculated strike. Paralyzed, helpless. For a moment, it drifts motionless, completely at the mercy of its rival. What once ruled these waters has been dethroned. The hunter has become the hunted. But this is only the beginning. The great white is not the only target. In the frozen south, an even deadlier hunt awaits. The frozen expanse of Antarctica is unforgiving. Ice may seem like a fortress, but in these waters, nowhere is safe. Beneath the surface, the hunter waits. It does not need to climb. It does not need to chase. It controls the battlefield. With calculated precision, it begins the assault. Wave washing. With absolute precision, the orca launches its attack. A technique honed through generations, not by chance, but by strategy. Each wave strikes harder, shattering the ice. The seal scrambles, but there is no escape. One final surge, and the ice gives way. The prey is no longer on solid ground. Now it belongs to the ocean. But the orca's hunt is not limited to water. In rare instances, it does the unthinkable. It hunts on land. A sea lion basks near the shoreline, unaware of the danger lurking in the shallows. It moves with terrifying precision, surging forward, launching itself onto the beach. A calculated risk for a guaranteed kill. With sheer force, it grabs its prey. Then, just as quickly, slides back into the depths, disappearing into the waves. This is not just hunting, this is mastery. And in these frozen waters, there is still one challenge that awaits. One battle that will push the orca to its limits. The ultimate prey. The one that will not go down without a fight. The mighty gray whale. But this battle is not just a single moment. It is a war waged across thousands of miles. Every year, gray whales embark on an arduous migration, pushing their bodies to the limit as they travel from the Arctic to the warm waters of Mexico. But endurance alone is not enough, because along this journey, an even greater threat awaits. The ocean's most relentless predator, watching, stalking, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The ocean is vast, but for a gray whale calf, there is nowhere to hide. Born into a world where survival is never guaranteed, every moment is a test. A relentless pursuit, a battle of endurance. The orcas move with precision, isolating the calf from the safety of its mother. Again and again they strike, to push their prey closer to the breaking point. The orcas know this battle is not won through brute force. It is won through attrition. And as the hours pass, one question remains. How long can she hold out? The ocean is a battlefield, but not every prey surrenders. Some fight back, and few are as formidable as the humpback whale, a giant armed with sheer strength and powerful defenses. A pod of orcas approaches, targeting a young humpback. But this is no simple hunt. With flippers stretching up to 16 feet, a single blow can send even a skilled predator reeling. Orcas don't rely on brute force. They use intelligence. When a humpback is too strong to take down immediately, they adapt their strategy, separating the calf from its mother. They work together, cutting off escape routes, forcing the young whale into open waters. This is a battle of endurance. They don't have to overpower. They only need to exhaust. And if a humpback whale can fight back, could there be a predator strong enough to challenge the orca itself? The ocean is home to some of the most extraordinary creatures ever to exist. Each species has evolved unique abilities. Some rely on intelligence, others on raw strength, while some thrive on sheer endurance. But what makes them truly remarkable? Let's dive deep into the fascinating world of these titans, where science meets survival. The humpback whale is unlike any other giant of the deep. It does not hunt. It does not kill. Yet, it is one of the ocean's most powerful defenders. A lone male sings, a melody that echoes for miles. Not random noise, but structure, patterns, a language that scientists are only beginning to understand. These songs shift, evolve, and spread across entire populations. Are they calls for mates? Warnings, communication that transcends generations. What we do know is this: the humpback whale does not just survive, it speaks to the ocean itself. An orca pod moves in, seeking an easy target. But today, they have chosen the wrong prey. With a powerful thrust, the mother swings her 16-foot fins, sending a predator tumbling. Unlike most whales, humpbacks do not flee. They fight. And they do not fight for themselves alone. A lone seal, cornered. A humpback intervenes, placing its massive body between the hunter and the hunted. Why? Scientists call it altruistic defense, a mystery of the deep. This is not survival. This is protection. But while the humpback fights to protect, the gray whale fights to endure. Some creatures rule with power, some with intelligence. The gray whale rules with one thing: endurance. A mother and calf push forward, 10,000 miles from the Arctic to the warm lagoons of Mexico, the longest migration of any mammal. The journey is brutal, but the gray whale is built for it. Navigating through Earth's magnetic field, following the same path for generations. This is not just a migration, it is a test of survival. Most whales hunt in the open ocean, not the gray whale. It dives, head first into the ocean floor, stirring up sediment, uncovering crustaceans hidden in the mud. A feeding method unlike any other. A single dive can bring up over 1,000 pounds of food. This is not the hunt of a predator, but the survival of a strategist. But while the gray whale thrives on endurance, the great white shark survives with something far deadlier. The great white shark is nature's perfect killer, a design refined over millions of years. The ocean is still. Below, something moves. A burst of speed, 25 miles per hour in an instant. A torpedo of muscle and teeth. The attack is over before the prey even knows it has begun. This is not just speed. This is precision. But even the great white has a superior. A predator that does not just rely on instinct, but on intelligence. A predator that outthinks every opponent it faces. The orca is not just another predator. It is the most intelligent hunter in the ocean. With a brain weighing up to 15 pounds, orcas are capable of complex problem solving, cooperative hunting, and even cultural learning. Each pod develops unique hunting techniques, passed down through generations. Their strategies are as diverse as their prey. Some pods specialize in wave washing, sending powerful surges to knock seals off ice. Others intentionally strand themselves on shorelines to snatch sea lions before slipping back into the water. But their dominance is not just about hunting. Orcas live in tightly bonded family groups, led by experienced matriarchs. Their complex vocal dialects allow them to communicate, coordinate, and even pass down traditions. For millions of years, the orca has remained at the top, not because of size, not because of brute force, but because of something far greater: intelligence, strategy, and an unmatched ability to rule the ocean. But can this supremacy last forever? Beneath the waves, giants still roam. The sperm whale, massive, intelligent, a force of nature. Could this deep-diving titan be a true adversary? Or is it just another creature the orca outmaneuvers? And then, there's the ocean's fallen king, the great white shark. Once feared, now hunted. Could evolution ever tip the scales back in its favor? Or what if the deep still hides a monster from the past? Megalodon. If it still existed, could even the orca stand against such raw power? Yet, the greatest threat may not come from the deep, but from above. Rising temperatures, melting ice, vanishing hunting grounds. The ocean is changing faster than ever, and with it, the orca must adapt, or risk losing its throne. For now, the ocean belongs to the orca. But will it always be this way? Could the future bring a rival strong enough to end its supremacy? Or is the orca the pinnacle of evolution, a predator that will never be surpassed? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the world of the ocean's supreme hunter, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you even more incredible stories from the wild.